Hey everybody, welcome back to Going With The Ganongs. It has been a really rainy spring around here. We really have just gotten burning and cleanup, firewood, and woodshed work done so far this spring. Hopefully, now that we're at the end of May and June starting, the summer will start to kick in. We'll get some warmth, sun, and less rain. But for now, we're just working with what we've got. In this week's video, we just continued working away at our woodshed and getting our firewood bucked and split and stacked away. Although we're really excited to move on to other projects and we have big things in mind for this summer and fall before next winter, making sure we have the wood we need for next winter is definitely a priority right now. Alright, let's get to this week's video.
There might be a bunch of balloons thing, or there might be 11 woody dinners in here. What? I'm going to probably put it. Okay. This is a big piece. This is a probably. Like where I can stay there, right? Mm-hmm. Good. I wonder.
Well, as we continue our spring cleanup, we realized that we really needed to fix this rake. Luca found us a nice birch handle. It's actually got a really good curve here for your hand. It works really well. It'll be good enough to rake leaves and little stuff like this, because as we're cleaning up, there's a lot of raking to do.
I have to get his impact.
I'm gonna go ahead tonight and unfortunately we won't have time to mill up as much as we need to fully cover this woodshed, but in this video we're definitely gonna get the first few boards up. I'm just too excited to try them out. It's super exciting to have some of our own milled wood. Not even that we got it milled, I milled it myself here on the property, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're gonna get a lot more crazy than this. But let's go, let's get the first few boards that we hand milled ourselves up on the woodshed and get this thing started.
No.
Alright everybody, there we go. First two boards up, and this is a good look for the woodshed. I need probably 5 more of this similar size. But it's a good start. I'm happy with that. Obviously, a nice good gap between boards so that we can have a good airflow. So once we have these sides, the backs, and a little bit across the front, I think that's going to really keep our wood a lot more dry and just give this woodshed a little more of a finished look. And Megan and Luca did a good number on adding to the woodshed. We need to get some more piles. We have the rest of that pile way up there, and then there's some even further up that we need to get piled in here. And tonight's a good night to be doing it because it's going to rain a ton tomorrow. So today when I was at work, Megan and the boys got some cleanup done back here. So we're gonna go show you the progress. Just it's so nice to get some of this brush that's just been laying around since we built the shed, since we started the cabin. It's nice to get some of that cleaned up. All right, so back here, the cabin's behind me there. Over here is our shed. My workshop's back there. You can see our fire pit. And then this is where I've been milling, right here, obviously. And then when I built the shed, this was all wooded, so we just cleaned it out, and I just threw the logs and the dead stuff over here. So Megan today cleaned this huge pile right here. Was just a mumbo jumbo of stuff back here. And if you look, you can see it's kind of a laneway. I think it used to be actually where a skidder went through when this was cut. We just have brush like still piled back there from when we were cutting for the cabin. So this summer, our goal before next winter is to have this just all cleaned out. And most of these trees behind me that are between me and the cabin back there, most of these trees we're gonna take down just to add to the space. And we don't want too many trees too close to the cabin anyway. Over here, there's another huge pile of brush. Then when you look way back here, this is kind of what used to be maybe their headquarters for when they were cutting. And we've slowly kind of pushed some of it back. But we slowly are gonna push all that tiny stuff. It's like, the tallest thing right there would be maybe like a 14 to 15 foot maple saplings that are growing, and we're gonna take all that out. All right, man, do you wanna go do some more loads of wood? Let's do it. Start putting wood in there.
Here. That we're gonna put of this.
That's all right. And then when you snows, because I've tried it and I see, oh my goodness, the wood's falling over. So then I learned because I'm doing it.
I'm a, but
Yeah.
not as. Yeah, I started when I was like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Penguin. Oh, that penguin.
Oh, penguin.
Penguin. I don't live pretty penguin. This penguin got a piece. How do you get it?
There we go. We got some more.
So much lower.
Still doing it, huh?
When we're going down lower.
Oh, hi.
In one, it was. Did you like?
That's a lot. Pretty full.
We could definitely run.
Well, we don't want to go too fast. Exactly. That was exactly it. One more. Well, the pile that was here is now gone. The pile that's behind me is a pile that I kind of threw over there because the stuff when I cut it was so wet. Even some of it a little frozen still, just because of where we are in the spring. Since I've cut it, I threw it over there. I threw it over there because I thought maybe it wasn't good for inside. But since I've cut it, it's been largely, even though we've got rain, it's been largely well above zero, and well, a lot of it's dried out. Well, a lot of it's dried out to a point where it probably actually is a lot of it okay for inside. I just kind of stacked it over there because I was unsure, and if it's not good for indoors, then we'll just burn it outside to get rid of it. But I think there's a decent amount in that pile, even though some of it might be punky on the outside. The inside is still solid, which is great for a fall or spring fire when you just need the chill out of the air. So a lot of that pile will probably go in the woodshed anyway. I'm gonna have to sort through it. We've got ourselves a good well over a cord now in there, on our way to 2 cords. I think 4 cord, some of that being hardwood, will make us through a winter. All right, one last load for tonight, I think, and then we'll get back at it tomorrow morning, but we're supposed to get a bunch of rain tomorrow. That's why I'm trying to get all this stuff that's split up and out of the way. All right, I'm going to get that one tiny load of maple, and then we'll check in. This is almost a third full. I say we have 3/4 full, and with that little bit of maple, we're going to be 3/4 full, which makes me stoked. There we have it. That is the load for tonight. And I'd say we're about 3/4 up on this rank. I'd say that'd be 1.5 quarts, or maybe even a little more than 1.5 quarts, but about 1.5 quarts, maybe 1 3/4. And we're talking a full cord, not a face cord. So I'd like to have another 2 ranks here, like have this side full. This is the front beam of the woodshed, so full all the way pretty much to here. That's simply going to be it for tonight, though. Hopefully by the end of tomorrow, we'll have the rest of this rank filled and maybe a little bit more on the sides. You want me to split it once so that maybe it's easier for you?
I want it on the side. I don't know what I'm
Oh, okay. Nice cedar board. We're done today for sure. And there we have it, everybody. One section of this woodshed is completely covered by chainsaw milled boards. I have some good boards. I'm almost done that cedar log. I have another good cedar log. Between the cedar log I have and a couple large balsam, I'll have more than enough to cover this back that's right behind me, and then the kind of triangles on the side at the top. Now along those long sides, I don't have any logs right now cut long enough to mill those boards. So that one I did have just kind of happened to be the perfect length. I haven't cut them at all. It was just I milled it up, brought it over, and it was exactly what I needed. So over the next few weeks and months, we're definitely going to make sure that we get this thing completely done. But I absolutely love the way that this is looking. This winter, it's going to be a lot better with that covered. Obviously, the one behind me, once it's covered, rain and snow off of all of the wood is definitely going to be ideal. It'll last as long as we need it. And the good news is, whenever it rots out or something happens and we need a new one, we can make our own again. All right, I'd say this thing is starting to look like a real woodshed. Obviously, the tarp on the roof has been there for 3 years now almost, or 2 years I guess. It's gonna need to be replaced or a real roof put on. Honestly though, for the price of what it would be to put metal on there, this tarp is like $50 and it's lasted a long time. It really is fine still, there's just holes in it. All right, it's super exciting to be at this point with this woodshed. Obviously there's a lot of milling left to do. We're close to, I'd say we're a third done with what we have here. We obviously need to go all the way up, and then the triangle side here we need to get filled. I do want to put some pieces up on the front so that when it's windy and snow is blowing and stuff like that, that the snow doesn't come in at the high side and just down on top of the wood. So we can hopefully keep some of that out. That's going to be it for this video though. Obviously we need to mill up some more boards, get things figured out on this side, and get this woodshed a little more squared away. And obviously there's still a lot of firewood to do. Thanks for watching though. Thanks for following along. Make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.